Adaptive Insights homepage drill down. This is where your daily work starts, where you return to work often, and this is where your daily work ends. We will walk you through the basics in this, the beginning of our Adaptive Care Providers Software Insights series training videos. Let's start with the menu across the top of the screen. Moving from left to right, this menu is available on every page, so it's always your main point of navigation. Starting on the left is the task directory. This is a role-based, meaning what you see here depends on your assigned privileges. Administrators may see the full list of options, while direct care staff only see features they are authorized to access. Next is change location. If you work in more than one location, this allows you to switch between them. Access here also depends on your role and assigned permissions. Client Profile provides quick access to essential client information. This is commonly used when immediate access is needed, such as during a health or medical situation. Log Off works exactly as you expect, securely ending your session. And finally, Home brings you back to this page at any time, no matter where you are in the system. Just below the menu section, you'll see a grid that has location and the name Pleasant Ridge. For this example, this is the name of the facility where you are providing care for a session. And the next thing you see in the grid is appointments. And for April 25th, 2026, there are no scheduled appointments. Had anybody used the calendar system and scheduled medical appointments, or doctor's appointments, or dentist, or a away for review, or anything of that nature, that appointment for that client member would show up in this list for the day with a link to take the user back to the calendar. So when the direct care staff logs into the system, and they come to their homepage to go to work, they are able to look and see in a real quick glance if any client has an appointment that will be attended today. Just below, we're going to turn our focus to the Support Success Hub for each one of your clients or members that are residents of this facility. This is where all the daily support work comes together for this individual. The links below provide direct access to the most critical areas of record keeping, including progress notes, scheduled direct care, incident reports, medication administration, and appointments. Depending on your company's configuration, this list will be many more or many less. And depending on the roles that are assigned to each user, again, this will be many more or many less options displayed below. Depending on your assigned permissions, users who are authorized to manage services, medications, needs, outcomes, goals, objectives, can select an individual's photo to access their full client profile. This opens the client profile in the administrative setup area where higher-level configuration management tasks are completed. Look in the upper right hand of any page for an Insights video link for that page. Now that we have navigated away from the home page, we're going to come over and we're going to use our top menu and the home button, and we're going to use that to return back to our home page. You'll notice that something has happened here, that a pop-up has arrived. In this case, this pop-up indicates that a medication has been added in Medications for Justin Training, where my first medication has been added effective 2/24/26 by admin. This is a message that's intended for the logged-on user. This logged-on user at this point, the direct care staff would click on that and indicate yes, they have read and they understand the selected changes and additions. Alternately, they could select to discard the reminder. If there were any PRN meds or PRN scheduled direct care administered, they will also show here the staff would be able to enter any related PRN follow-up notes and save follow-up notes per PRN. More on this also will appear in a different video where you'll be able to go into the upper right-hand corner of your medication administration and review information about this feature. Moreover, if we select the Change Location button. When we select the Change Location button, several things happen here. First of all, the location administrator is available for this session because this user has that privilege. This wouldn't be the case for direct care staff. The direct care staff would select their locations that they would see in here. In this case, we'll select Pleasant Ridge. Before I return to the Pleasant Ridge, I want to take your attention down here to my assigned courses and also the weekly view of April 19, where the employee's schedule for this location would show again. There will be another video that will define more information about employee scheduling. My assigned courses would be the training courses that are assigned to any individual that works in your employment that needs to complete training by a specified date. You manage all of their content and all of their training material, and you schedule all of their due dates in the Adaptive Onboarding Training solution that's also part of this program that we're going to give you more information about. Let's select OK and return to Pleasant Ridge. And again, our message pops up. Every time you enter the homepage, you are presented with information that needs to be done. We're going to bring our focus and attention down to some of the features that show up at the bottom of the page. One of those features is your staff schedule. Now, this schedule is not populated, however. Once you have created and established your daily shifts and weekly shifts, and then you have assigned your employees to work these shifts. For this location, you will see a complete comprehensive employee schedule for all employees that are scheduled for this location. Again, you'll have more information in another video on how to schedule and set up and create employee management. The next thing that we have here is company-attached documents. And in this feature, you have the ability to find documents on your hard drive that are relevant to your company. And these could be company policy manuals or anything related, so that your employees have access to company policies and regulations. To upload these documents, you simply click on Upload File, select a folder that you want to put this into, and then you would simply choose the file from your hard drive. Now, if you want to review that file, you can look at it here by clicking on View, and your employees and staff can review that file. We've done the same thing with location-attached documents. And these documents here, as you look at them, add any documents relevant to the facility, and there are things that have to be done, basic instructions that you might want to have on hand, warranty information for appliances, etc. Okay, well that concludes our Homepage Basics Insights tour. Thanks for taking the time to review these essential how-tos.